And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. This is your boy Fly Island Guy. Today we are back in Curacao. I'm not 100% sure if we've been here before. I think we have, but it's been a long time. So we are going to be heading over to beautiful Caracas today. This is going to be a very short flight, around 30 minutes. And really I'm just trying to get all back in sync with the CRJ. So let's hop in the flight deck. Let's see if we have a great flight today. There's a couple other things for us to get wrapped up and make sure we dot our I's and cross our T's, and let's get on the way, folks. Alright, so we have all our bags lit up. So the first thing we'll do is go ahead and close our cargo doors. Cabin lights already dim, and let's go ahead and just close the main door as well.
Captain and crew, welcome aboard this flight. We hope you enjoy flying with us. Before takeoff, we would like to encourage all passengers to watch our cabin crew display the safety features of the aircraft.
Alright, good to go. So, yeah, we pretty much, let's look at the rest of our checklist just to see what's happening. Let's go ahead and drop our beacons on. Boom. Good to go. Emergency lights already armed. I think we are pretty much ready to go to get started. Gonna turn our left and right boost pumps on, and fuel pumps, and we are gonna get going, folks. Actually, the one last thing I need to check is the altimeter. So, see if we could actually pull up this information. TNCC is looking good overall. Winds out of 100 at 11 knots. And temperature's 28 degrees C. So let's go ahead and drop our altimeter, which is 2988. Oh shoot, this is 1012. So there we go. Cool. And this guy could go back to normal mode. Good stuff. I think we're all set to get started. So we're gonna come ahead and call the tow truck. Boom. Pushback. Let's start the pushback.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
Beacons on as well. So I'm loving this toolbar pushback. It's been a godsend since pushback helper stopped working. So yeah, this has been working pretty well. Haven't had any issues with it, and seems to be supported.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed. Standing by for pushback.
Alright, so just waiting for us. Let's go.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
We are cleared for start and push. Parking brake set.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
Alright, so while they're doing that, let's go ahead and get our engine started. Gonna start the right engine.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has advised that we are now cleared for takeoff.
Here, disagree.
I think I hit the what do you call it? Takeoff. I forget what it's called, but it's the button that you check to see if your takeoff configuration is correct. I think that's what I hit just now. Or it could have been that guy. I have no idea.
Ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention as we display the safety features and procedures of the aircraft in case of an emergency. During an emergency, please remain in your seat with your seatbelts fastened and your seats in the upright position. In case of a drop in cabin pressure, breathing masks will drop from the ceiling and should be placed over
Okay,
your
pushback
head.
completed. Please set your
To
parking
remain in
brake.
the cabin during the evacuation of the aircraft, the walkway emergency lights will display to the exits, which are located here and here. In case of an extreme emergency,
set parking
you will
brakes.
be instructed to get into the brake
Parking
position,
brake set.
which is executed by placing your
Ground.
feet
You may
between your
disconnect.
Okay, sir. Clear to disconnect. Pin has been removed. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Alright, pushback is complete. So we're going to be turning and heading for runway 11. That's where we're going to be departing today. Now, let's see what else we have left to do here. APU LCV open. So yeah, we gotta shut off our APU. Oh shoot, I think I hit the wrong buttons. I think I hit the engine start and stop button. It's weird. That's the one. Yeah, looks good. APU is shutting off. Alright, so what's left on our checklist? We have electrics check, APUs off, anti-ice are done as required. And we could turn these probes on as well. Alright. Did I have my beacons off all that time? I thought I switched them on. Annoying. Taxi lights can come on. We can turn our logo lights on if we want to. Let's see what we have here. Parking brakes are on. Gonna go ahead and arm our nose wheel steering, although we don't really need to. Just kind of works anyway, but something good to do. Taxi lights are on. Set our flaps to 8 for takeoff. Done. And flight control check. See if everything is free and clear. Feels free and clear. Looks good on the right side and the left side. Awesome. Alright. Set our stab trim for takeoff and arm our reverses, and we're going to be good to go. Reverses armed. And our trim should be at 5.9. That was not our trim. There we go. 5.9. Cool. Alright folks, we're ready to go. And as I always say, I never ever feel comfortable flying this aircraft. And part of me thinks it's just like part of me thinks it's a just a mental thing, because it's so much bigger than anything that I've flown before. And apparently this isn't one of the easiest aircraft to fly. But, you know, we're doing it. Alright. Just want to make sure I have my visuals right. Ah, there we go. Yeah. So as I mentioned, we are going to Caracas today. And we should have some stunning visuals on the way in. Especially with the scenery, landmarks. I've installed a cool scenery pack, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that looks. Alright, everything is all good. Nothing coming on the left. And let's see if for the 5th time there is somebody on the runway driving along as soon as we take off. Alright. Landing lights on, strobes on. And away we go, folks. Toga. Takeoff speed for today, or our rotate speed, is 124, which we should be hitting about now, so rotate. And let's go gear up. Awesome. So I'm going to cut back to climb. And I'm just going to start this right turn. Alright, so let's engage the autopilot and we can go speed mode. Of course. I can't for the life of me get a good, like a perfect climb out this aircraft. Oh wow. I'm gonna go ahead and hit nav mode as well. let's just take a little look outside. So this is Curacao from above, folks. Looking amazing. As I said, I love how Flight Simulator brings the islands to life. Absolutely brings the islands to life right out the box. This looks absolutely awesome. Gonna go ahead and increase our speed. To 250. That's what we're trying to get to. Here we go. Alright, so we're going to be at a cruising altitude of 23,000 today. This is going to be a pretty short flight. And I'm really hoping that everything works out well. You know, I get very, very nervous flying this aircraft. Let's do our takeoff checklist. Brake temps check. Fuel cross flow supposed to be set to manual, which actually, that's fine. We actually finished our takeoff. There was a bunch of things that I didn't do though, because I just totally missed this checklist. Let's see. That should be on. This should be on. What else? This guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now serving sandwiches.
Sandwiches. Yeah, serving sandwiches. That's how we do it here on Aruba. Alright, we're gonna go standard. And yeah, we crossed 10,000 feet long time ago, which kind of surprised me. So all these guys could go off. Alright, so this guy's flashing because it should be on. Oh shoot, I changed the nav source. That's not what I meant to do. I had to press this guy here. There we go. Alright, so as I mentioned, we'll be heading over to Caracas. I think I'm just going to record this whole flight. This is a specific part of the world that I do not stay in too often. So if anybody has never heard of Curacao before, actually you probably don't hear about Curacao as much as you hear about Aruba. Part of the ABC Islands, Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao, something that I've mentioned before. And it is pretty much right next to, although it's considered a part of the Caribbean, it's pretty much right next to South America, so right off the coast of Venezuela. So that's why we're going to be heading over to Caracas today. And as I said, you see how short a flight it is, just like 30 minutes. I'm going to increase the speed to 290. We should get there fairly fast. All right. If you look right here, you see our top of descent is pretty much coming right after this waypoint. So we're probably just gonna hit climb when it's time for us to start descending again. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at the legs. So we're gonna be going down to 4,000 feet. So I'm just gonna let the altimeter hit our cruise altitude, which is 23,000. Also gonna slow down as well. And as soon as we hit 23,000, I'm gonna dial in 4,000 feet on our the autopilot, and I'm gonna engage VNAV mode. So we have coupled VNAV mode engaged on the plane right now, so it should follow planned descent path as long as we have everything set up correctly. So yeah, man, this is pretty much an up and down flight. Really short, carrying 46 passengers today, which is pretty much close to a full load for this aircraft, I could imagine. Alright, it looks like we've settled in now at 23,000. Oh no, we're at 23.6. Let me slow down a little bit, see if that increases our rate of climb. So in the way this aircraft performs, it's actually very similar to the CJ4. The fact that it has a FADEC system, which has kind of predefined thrust settings for climb and cruise. Well, cruise is like manual for climb and takeoff. So just have to make sure you're kind of in the right zone. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and dial in 4,000 feet now, and I'm gonna explain why I'm doing 4,000 feet in a second. But yeah, essentially if you look down here at the legs page, the final approach fix is going to be at 4,000 feet. This is most likely where we're going to be capturing the glide slope. Now, I have always struggled to do an ILS approach properly in this plane, and today is probably not going to be an exception. So we'll see how it turns out. But now that we're about to get near to our top of descent, I'm gonna have us take a quick look at our approach for today. So this is Curacao's airport, Hato International or Hato International, too sure how to pronounce that. We can close that. We're interested in SVMI, which is Simon Bolivar International in Maiquetía, Venezuela. So we're going to be doing the runway 10, the ILS runway 10 approach, which is really just going to have us coming from Romex and intercepting this waypoint here, and right here is where we're going to be connecting to the localizer, and then we should be capturing the glide slope at the next waypoint and flying our way down. Alright. It's pretty straightforward because this is like a coastal airport. But as you can see, there's a lot of like mountainous terrain on the right hand side. So everything is happening on the left side of the airport. Gonna check out our minimums right now. Decision height is going to be 464 feet. And it's 770 if the glide slope's not working for some reason. For some reason our nav is off. Don't know why. So I hope that doesn't mess up our descent. Not sure when I switched off nav, but apparently it was off. I don't know what is going on right now. It's weird. We're already descending, which is odd. I'm not too sure why. Don't know if I missed something here. Autopilot seems to be just doing its own thing right now. Okay, it looks like it's trying to hold the... I guess it is descending correctly. See the snowflake here? Maybe I'm just used to seeing it on the CJ4. That's what's got me so confused right now. Alright, so we're going to look at our landing speeds. We're going to get everything in check. Going to go ahead and set our landing speeds inside our flight computer. We're going to go performance, VNAV setup. Next page. Transition altitude is what? It's 12,000 feet as well. Hopefully we could change this. Execute. Next page. Let's see. Radio. Radio, our ILS is going to be 110.1. We really should have done this a long time ago. Switch both of these guys to auto. Oh, that's weird. No. Okay. All right. So we are quickly on our descent path. So one thing about this aircraft they find, it's very easy to get behind on things quickly. Let's do our descent checklist. Now that we're here, landing elevation is already in. Let's put in our decision height, which is, I just saw it before, 464 feet. Oops. Oh, it's gonna take a while. Yeah, I really should have done this a long time ago. Forgot how long it takes to dial things in on these CRJ. Alright, almost there. 464. Boom. Alright. V speed, vertical speed, you don't have to worry about that. Speed bug, that's fine. Actually getting a little slow right now. Shouldn't do a full out of descent. It's a little slow for this plane. Alrighty. Gonna increase the range just a little bit. Whew. Okay, I think that we have everything done now. So, I'm gonna see if I could do this ILS thing again. One thing I did notice, I was just kind of watching online. What the person did was they basically just hit approach, and as long as everything was tuned correctly, it captured the localizer just fine. So normally I was manually tuning I was kind of changing the nav source, and it looks like you don't have to do that. So auto. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get why it keeps doing that. So once we pass Romex and we're heading towards this waypoint here. This is the one where we should, well, after you arm Romex, basically we get arm approach, the approach mode then. And we're also heading close to 11,000 feet, so let's go ahead. I'm going to turn these landing lights on early. Let's see. Seatbelt signs are on. Reverses are still armed, that's fine. We should really be looking at 190 knots for flaps 1, 180 knots for flaps 8. 170 knots for flaps 20. Final approach course is going to be 100. So I'm going to put that guy in the heading. That is speed. Zero. There you go. All right. So I think at this distance we might be able to actually see the airport. I don't know, it might be a little far out. I think I can see the airport. It's a lot of sun in my eyes right now. I'll probably try and bring this guy down, which I never use. I honestly don't like these HUDs. I don't know. Feel kind of weird to me. Alright, our localizer is armed. So it's picked up the frequency, which is good. So we can just really hit approach mode when we're ready. See if we can get some views outside here. Looking good. Alright, so we're basically heading for the waypoint just before the final approach fix. So what I'm going to do is arm approach mode. And let's see if this works. I'm very curious to see if it's going to work. Also gonna start getting ready. Let's go flaps 8. Alright, see the runway right in front of us, so off to our left here. And please let this work. Alright. Looks like it's working, folks. Alright, so we are now turned on to final. If you look here on Navigraph, heading directly towards the airport. Should be capturing the glide slope at this point. And yes, we have. Going flaps 20. Alright, I'm gonna go gear down. Let's go full flaps.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to land. Please remain seated until we have stopped.
It's weird, man. I don't know if I can. Just can't 100% trust the ILS right now. I just can't get it to work properly. Well, I don't think I'm doing it properly. Alright, it's not saying I'm too low. So one thing with the CRJ is you really have to manage the speed. This aircraft likes to happily fall out the sky like a rock if you do not watch the speed. So here's Caracas, the city of Caracas on your right and on your left. I'm drifting a little bit to the left now. Yeah, folks, I'm not gonna be able to. I'm not gonna be able to enjoy this this scenery, not in this aircraft. Oh, what happened to it? Oh, there it is. It's back. Okay. Going way too fast now. So this is an add-on that adds a lot of cool landmarks here in Caracas. Try and get a little sneak peek out the window. It's gonna be tough though.
500 minimums.
Gonna continue.
400 minimums. 300 minimums. 200 minimums. 100.
Glide slope.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Alright, so that was a bit of a rough landing. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Caracas. Say that's not my best landing to date, but got you here in one piece at least.
Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop.
Landing lights are off. Strobes are off. You know what? I think I have been here before. I know this sounded familiar. I think I took off from here a while back in the BN2. Possibly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I flew out from here in the BN2. Alright, so we're gonna make a left here. Oof. In all my nervousness, I think I didn't even take a screenshot of this flight. But I think I took a screenshot on the ground though. So we'll use that. Alright, it's a lot of aircraft here. The airport looks really busy. So gonna see if there's anywhere for us to park. Alright. There is one place that is open here. So let's turn here. Kind of curious though as to why all the aircraft are parked not lined up to the jetways. That's kind of weird. Alright, I did not turn my APU on, which I should have done all this time. So let's do that real quick, and once the APU is on, we'll go ahead and shut the engines off. Turn on, Mr. APU. There we go. So once our APU has come on fully, we'll go ahead and shut the engines off. Could have just called over the ground card, but nah. Why make it simple? Alright. We will get the wheel chocks on. Alright. Engines could come off now. That's right engine. Alrighty. So what we'll do is let's open the door as well. And let's see if we can get the jetway to come down. Aircraft, jetway, jetway. Go go gadget jetway. Alright. Well, that's not doing nothing. Okay. Well, I guess I see why all the planes are parking out. Alright, let's get the rest of this stuff done up, and we will end this video. As I tell you guys, man, I just don't cargo doors. That's what I want.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the captain and crew, welcome aboard this. Hopefully enjoy flying with us. Before takeoff, we would like to encourage all passengers to watch our cabin crew display the safety features of the aircraft.
And baggage. Cool. Some beacon still on as well? Yes, it is. Alright, people. So there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed the flight and my many misadventures in the CRJ.
Captain, all passengers have left the plane.
Thank you very much, Sheila. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this flight, and welcome to Caracas. I hope that we would have been able to get a good view of the scenery, but that did not happen. But it's all good. Be sure to check back. More videos are on the ways. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you on the next one, alright? It's your boy Fly Island Guy. I'm out. Stay safe. And most of all, stay fly. Peace.